This is going to be the start of hopefully a new series on my channel. And it's just going to be all about position breakdowns for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I might eventually move on to other teams. Today is going to be the QB edition. Let's get started. The Eagles are quite lucky because I feel like we have one of the best quarterback rooms in the NFL. Starting off with our 2019 starter in Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is obviously the 2016 second overall pick from North Dakota State University. And people think that he had a down year last year, and he did have a down year last year compared to his MVP performance in 2017. However, he should be recovering from his ACL because it takes around 18 months to 2 years to fully recover, and he should be hitting that time frame soon enough. And I feel like he's going to come back and have a huge bounce back year for the Philadelphia Eagles, and hopefully maybe even win a couple playoff games for us, which would really boost his stock with some of the haters that are in the Eagles fan base. Now moving on to second string. As of now, it's Nick Foles, and we're going to address the elephant in the room. The Eagles are probably not going to franchise tag Nick Foles this year for a few reasons. Yes, it's a business, but one of the things that's underrated in the NFL is relationships. It's a job. You want to be in a positive work relationship because though this is a game, it's also work for some of these players, most of these players, really. And one thing you want to be known as to attract free agents is having a positive relationship, especially with players like Nick Foles who won us a Super Bowl. So obviously we saw how franchise tagging worked for other teams and players like the Redskins and Kirk Cousins. Obviously that kind of soured the relationship between the two. And also between Le'Veon Bell and the Steelers, he obviously did not play this year and is hoping to get a big contract. Best thing we can do is keep this positive relationship with Nick Foles, let him walk, let him choose a team that he likes, and by doing that, we also increase our chances of attracting big name free agents because they see, oh, we treated our star player like that, so we're going to be treated the same way. We also get a third round compensation pick if Nick Foles walks, which is another added bonus. Now moving on to the third string quarterback in Nate Sudfeld, or as some people like to say, the Studfeld. Nate Sudfeld hasn't really done much in the NFL. He's played a whopping two games actually. One against the Cowboys in 2017 and one against the Redskins in 2018. Both of those were Week 17 games, with the Cowboys game not really meaning anything, and the Redskins game, he came in and threw his first touchdown pass, actually. But it was a blowout anyway. Though that game did have playoff implications, he came in because Nick Foles was injured. We haven't really seen much from him. Based on preseason tape, though, he has shown that he has the arm talent to be a competent player in the NFL, though his decision-making is still kind of questionable. All in all, Nate Sudfeld is a pretty good developmental player to have, and I'm actually semi-decently confident in having him as our backup quarterback, just in case something happens to Carson Wentz, God forbid. But that being said, he would be our second quarterback. So what I think we should do going forward is sign another player. Usually someone like an undrafted free agent. We tend to do that anyway. During the offseason training camp, we tend to have 4 quarterbacks cycling through. So hopefully we also continue that trend. Draft someone late, pick up an undrafted free agent, maybe get someone like, not specifically like RG3, but someone like a veteran who can come in, be a camp body, and also help mentor these players. Having 4 quarterbacks is a necessity in this NFL, especially for the training camp. Obviously, we'll cut that down to 3, but we need to have another quarterback. So, finally, ending it up, I have our starting quarterbacks being Carson Wentz, first string, Nate Sudfeld being second string, and an undrafted free agent being third string, who we can develop and hopefully get some trade value from later on down the line.